right, so if you don't remember, Tommy G dropped a video last year with this lady in there. I reacted to it with a video called From Mayor to Mob Boss. This is the part 2 of the video, man. If y'all haven't seen it, go check it out. It's on my page. It's probably, I would say, one of the funniest reaction videos I have, but it is serious. You will see, you will get a lot of entertainment out of it. And for shits, go watch it on Tommy G's page if you don't like my commentary. But let's get right into it, man. I'm not going to explain anything. If you haven't seen it, just go watch the beginning of my last video, and then you'll get a picture of what's going on. Let's get into it.
Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
Tiffany Henyard.
Tiffany Henyard.
Tiffany Henyard.
Tiffany Henyard is around. It is always interesting.
Only one word come to mind, and that's demon, possessed.
I've never seen anybody work so hard. I'm going to the end with her.
That's crazy.
Good to meet you too. How are you? To you, what is the biggest thing against
down?
Tiffany that you would say don't vote for her whatsoever?
Give me one.
No, you won't.
Chicago, roll around in Tahoe.
But you said Keith Freeman bought him, right? What is this?
What is that?
That's your signature, dude.
That someone used.
Oh,
and I told you
shit.
that.
So someone forged your signature.
They did?
Oh, he pressed her. This shit about to be crazy. Oh, man. He sat down with her.
Tiffany Henyard, the super mayor. She's the local politician from Dalton, Illinois, south side of Chicago, that's been causing international headlines about her antics. We did a piece on her about a year ago to this day, and we cooked her. Over 5 million of you tuned in to see the antics and the corruption that were happening in Dalton, Illinois. And I kept in touch with Tiffany. Every now and then I'd kind of tease her on Instagram when I'd be in her town.
Be on your block, Tiffany. What you gonna do about?
And she never responded until September 11, 2024. She said, hello, give me a call, which I was surprised to hear.
Yes, sir.
We didn't make the friendliest piece about it. I called her and texted her, and it took until November to get on a phone call with her.
I think one of the important pieces will just be us getting a sit down, clearing the air, talking about, you know,
you can address
like, hey, when you said this in your piece, like this is where I think it was wrong, and then I can respond to that. And
what makes you want to do this anyway? What's wrong with you? You alright?
Because I think you're an interesting person, and I think I like covering one-of-one characters, and I think you're a one-of-one character.
After that, it took until February to book an in-person meeting. But she reached out and said she wanted to tell the story from her point of view and show me what it's like in the life of a super mayor. And that me and the rest of the media that covered her are fake news, and that we lied on her name. Is that possible? She tried inviting me to a turkey giveaway, but I said, I don't want to just do PR for you, Tiffany, because I wanted to see for myself in person Tiffany Henyard, the super mayor, the cult of personality that's behind the international headlines of controversy and chaos. When I spoke to her on the phone, she was adamant that I had done her dirty, that she is actually a hero in the town. At one point, she actually compared herself to Jesus Christ.
There's so much out there about the stuff you've done that to just like think 100% of it is false. It's hard to believe.
But didn't they do that to Jesus Christ? So what's the difference with Tiffany Henyard? Being crucified in the public eye.
So it got me wondering.
Yo, she said that. Yo, that's crazy.
Been totally misrepresented, and she is actually the hero the town of Dalton has been looking for, and that she's a servant of the people. Or is it possible that she is the biggest villain the town has ever seen, a pathological liar, and an agent of chaos destroying the city? Last year when we covered her, we brought the receipts. This year when we covered her, we brought even more. A whole lot of them, in fact. We're talking federal indictments on the table here, folks. Let's go to Dalton, Illinois, and see what it's really like meeting the super mayor, Tiffany Henyard. And for those that don't remember, let's first recap Tiffany Henyard's insane behavior that we documented on our first piece on her. Remember,
this was
folks,
the first
she's a mayor
video
of a small South Chicago town of 20,000 people and found it necessary to roll around in a convoy of Tahoes with armed security escorting her out of the car like a queen. When she took office in 2022, Dalton had a surplus of $5.6 million, and now just over 2 years later is in a deficit of $3.65 million. In the category of outrageous spender, Tiffany gets a gold medal. Among her expenditures, Tiffany paid the police overtime to protect her, including one officer that logged over 300 hours on a single payroll. She took first-class flights and ate at steakhouses around the country, spent $1 million+ on her own personal ice rink, spent $5,000 just on wigs, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. But now, folks, things are a little different. The walls seem to be closing in around Tiffany. She no longer has her Tahoes, she has to rely on her married boyfriend Kamal to drive her around, and she is under heavy federal investigation where apparently many of her former allies are beginning to turn informant on her. Today's episode will consist of
I told y'all. I fucking told y'all he looked like he gonna snitch. I told y'all he looked like he gonna snitch. Oh man, I wish I got that. I hope I got that clip. I told you that. Go back. I told you he looked like he was gonna snitch in the last fucking video. Where my man at? Him right here. I told y'all he was gonna fucking snitch. I said that in the last video, and if you got to this point, please go watch the last video, and you will see exactly where I said he gonna snitch on her, because he looked like he gonna snitch.
Today's episode will consist of 2 parts. Part 1 is us spending a day hanging out with Tiffany, and Part 2 is us covering Election Day in Dolton against her top rival, Jason House. There's a lot of action here today, folks, so let's dive in.
I fucking told y'all he was gonna snitch. You can see it on his face. I ain't gonna lie, Tommy G, you better be careful. And I like the shirt.
It's election season, folks. We're back, touching down on Dolton, and today's the election that determines whether Tiffany Henyard stays as mayor or someone else wins. We're here, boots on the ground, ready to rock and roll and get to the bottom of this. So I'll keep you posted as the story develops.
I knew that nigga was gonna snitch.
You did videos like with gangbangers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You look more clean cut though.
Thank you. I got a whole lot of Tahoes.
Today we interviewed her and she's excited. She said she's going to take home the win.
I see no competition. So when I come in with a landslide this evening, I'm gonna be so great. Y'all can all come to the after party and we can talk about it.
It's election day. What's going through your head?
We're waiting on these results to come in and have a landslide victory. We got tired of the lack of transparency, lack of engagement in the community, disrespect to the community, and first-class trips being done on our taxpayer dime. So
they tired of that
shit.
shit.
Sat down together. I was selected. I'm pleased to be selected from the team, and now it's time that we change the narrative of Dolton.
To you, what is the biggest thing against Tiffany that you would say don't vote for her whatsoever?
You only gonna give me one?
It really
is
won?
the image that's been put on our community, because our community is not
really
what's
did
being
that.
portrayed in the media. And then we look up and don't have the resources that we really need.
She said that the FBI has not contacted her whatsoever. Is that possible?
I think it's possible that they haven't contacted you yet, but I also would say the subpoenas led a clear trail on what they're interested in.
WGN Investigates has obtained.
Before I go there, yeah, I mean, he a good man for running for mayor, knowing damn well she got the police in her pocket. So, depending on if they got the police by the balls or not, that would definitely depend on, like, his success. So,
Copies of new subpoenas that show the investigation is widening.
Describe the character of Tiffany Henyard.
Only one word come to mind, and that's demon, possessed. I am praying that tonight the village of Dolton will be victorious in getting rid of Tiffany Henyard and her goons. They even came to my house.
She said she didn't buy the Tahoes and none of the vehicles you purchased.
They had the ice ring too?
Her signature is on the lease.
So she definitely bought the Tahoes.
Yeah, I mean, her signature is all over them. Of course she bought the Tahoes.
Her very brilliant boyfriend, Kamal, had an explanation, though.
It's not even her responsibility. Her responsibility is to be a mayor. You got people that stand next to you that's supposed to be handling the business. By the time it makes it to you, it's for approval.
This is Kamal, a married man who is also Tiffany's boyfriend, chief advisor, and her full-time driver. And you may be familiar with him as the guy that got into a brawl at Tiffany's town hall meeting.
Brawl just the latest drama for Henyard, who also serves as Dolton mayor and is under investigation by the FBI.
With his prestigious resume of running a car wash/party venue that currently owes over $148,000 in back taxes, Tiffany wisely selected him to be the director of Thornton Township's youth programming with a salary of $108,000.
Man, I know goddamn well she ain't do that. She going down. She is going the fuck down, man. He the perfect candidate. First off, he married and that's her boyfriend. I had to double take at that for a second. Like, that shit don't even make sense. Man, that shit
That still falls on you. You were supposed to train them. You were supposed to watch them. You didn't do that.
She not only knew about it, she told him what type to get.
Is there any chance you think she wins today?
I think we're going to win, and our goal is to win with 82% of the vote.
82%.
She doesn't have a shot in hell.
What are you looking for to happen today?
Change. It is absolutely disgusting
I
what's
don't know
happened
if
in
she
this village
won,
over the last
so we
4
just
years.
won.
Because the people of Dalton, they just deserve better.
Who do you think are her allies? Like, why would someone support her at this point?
She take people and she give them the most they've ever made.
You can take that, scan that QR code, all the information there. So I don't want to.
But here's the thing: if it's the truth, why you're not going to speak on it? See, that's the thing. If you're really passionate about the truth, I would say it.
We
Nigga
team
said,
Tiffany.
I don't want to talk.
She's a wonderful man.
I don't
What do you
wanna
love
talk.
about her? Everything.
You think she's going to win today?
I hope.
Did you guys vote for her the first time around?
I never did.
No.
She got the goons on her side.
I certainly did not.
And what made you leave her campaign?
I was more than just that to Tiffany. I was her daughter's godmother.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're voting against her.
I don't live here in Dalton. I flew in from Florida to be here.
What made you do that?
My husband's the ex-police chief.
Lewis?
Collins.
Oh.
Shame on you.
What's your guys' take on Lewis Lacy?
He's a joke. He's a shame. He's a disgrace.
Man.
Folks, last time I was in Dalton, something happened to me and my team that I thought was wrong. There's a stop we need to make. Last year when I visited Dalton, I tried to find Tiffany for an interview at the local town hall. In
He's
doing so, I was
definitely pulling up
absolutely
on
swarmed by Dalton
everybody.
PD, and I had a showdown
Yes,
with Lewis
sir.
Lacy, the former police chief who is built like
Pull
a
up.
potato.
I know who you are, got your information, get it right.
That sounds like a threat.
Coming back valid. Okay, gentlemen, have a good day.
Are you gonna get in your vehicle? I'll get in mine, you get in yours?
Hey, go to your car. Have a good day.
So
No
today
shot,
I visited
threaten.
Dalton PD headquarters to look for Lacy to have a friendly conversation. I'm looking for an old friend, Lewis Lacy.
He hasn't been employed with the village since like August.
Is Lewis Lacy here?
He's not dead no more. They didn't let
If
him
you guys
go.
find him, let him know that I'm interested in beating his ass, all right? Thank you. Lewis Lacy, if you're any type of man, which I know you're not, you find me at Tommy G. McGee on Instagram, and you take me up on this challenge. Officer Lacy, you want to handle this like a real man? I will
Yes,
pay you a
sir.
week's salary. Any gym in Illinois or Wisconsin, I'll meet you there, handle it like men. If I lose, I give it to you. If I win, I donate to charity. And I'm pretty sure you're going to keep your little butt in the office. You're not going to take up a real challenge.
He
I'll
tucked his
expedite
tail
this
and
ass
ran.
whooping straight to you. You tell me where to meet and when.
Okay,
and let's just
Tommy
say,
G.
I hope you have good insurance. Hey, I stopped by to
But
try
the
and
G
say hi to
and
Lewis.
Tommy G, okay.
We told you that.
I know, but I just got to follow down leads, you know?
He's pulling up.
Are you feeling good, Tiffany? You feeling confident?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to hit a few places around Dalton. Let's make sure to link up today. This is history in the making.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about the Tahoe expenditures?
Who? For I don't know about that.
What do you think about the first class flights?
You don't know about that either?
I don't, personally what they do, I don't know. I'm just here to support it.
You don't have any opinion on it?
We ain't out here to fight, bro.
We ain't out here to fight, bro.
I'm just
Just working. We volunteer. We from the south side of Chicago.
See, y'all don't even live here.
So why
ain't from
show up today then?
Right. We volunteering. The question is,
Why?
the question isn't why show up, it's why not show up.
Are you guys on our payroll?
She had to get supported from the south
Man.
side of Chicago.
She got her family from the south side of Chicago.
Are you on our payroll?
I'm just here.
You're not getting a dime?
I want to get on your payroll.
And that,
But what
I wanna
had you
get on
coming all the
your
way from the south
payroll,
side to
yeah.
volunteer?
You put me on no camera, bro.
In public, unfortunately, you can't.
I'm public forcing these shit.
No, I'm telling you what it is, though.
Bro, stop talking to me, bro. Slap the shit out.
No, you won't.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't.
No, you won't.
we are the peacemakers.
You wouldn't.
You
Not
won't do
on
it.
camera, you wouldn't. There we go.
I hope 3-piece and a biscuit's not going to be served for lunch, you know what I mean?
He want
Sorry.
that smoke.
I know he didn't say it to me. I don't know who he said it to, but it wasn't to me.
Oh,
10-4,
Tommy
we
G
have a
ain't
Tiffany
come
Henry
back
sighting at the
with no on
Deacon
no
Elementary
pussy
School,
shit.
Okay. All units report to the area. We'll see you on the scene.
Man,
You guys seen it recently?
we only 12 minutes in.
It smells good.
So yes or no for Tiffany? We got news crews, we got the sheriffs, we got more news crews getting the scoop. And Tiffany Henyard is sitting in her car. I don't know if she's playing games on her phone or, I don't know, maybe writing another verse for another song that she's gonna record, but we're
Shit.
anxiously awaiting.
That ain't the Tahoes like it used to be.
Hey, Tiffany.
Boy, she be stepping.
Do you think the next 4 years will be different from the previous 4?
Because we're going to do unity amongst community this time around.
Anything you want to explain?
When
to
the rhyme is real.
Yeah, give me 1 minute, let me go vote.
All right, we'll see you soon.
Can we get you voting?
Yeah. This shit's so fake, man.
Nobody can come in.
Yeah, we're
I have to get out.
Tiffany. Yeah, I don't know if you can bring cameras
Push me
in.
down, please.
Tiffany, let's mic you up for this.
All right.
Morning. LBs.
Okay, all right.
She don't do the day-to-day operations. That's why you have a village administrator and a senior advisor.
But if you're responsible for spending,
All right, so
for
this her
running the
boyfriend.
budget of a town, and the budget's going astray
You're talking
because
about the person that's allotted the car, right?
Mhm.
So they have to do what? Spend it responsibly, right? Who sees it before she sees it?
the guy that spent it, the accountant, whoever has access,
Bam!
whoever
bam,
has access
bam,
to the.
bam. But if the CPA that's set in place, right, does not report it to the lead, the top, how would you ever know? You running a business, right? Like a real
Okay.
business. This is basically a Fortune 500. You know what I'm saying? You running 2 Fortune 500s, and both of them are municipal. You get what I'm saying? So when you're doing the hiring, it's not you, it's HR.
So if I understand it correctly, she's not involved in the hiring and she's not involved in the spending.
What the
How
fuck
do
is
you
she involved in
yourself
it?
in something you don't even have a car with?
The
It's like
government.
130 people.
How's it going?
He was getting on his ass, but
Good to meet
yeah, I mean,
you.
her boyfriend was.
How are you?
Yeah, man, he was
The one
definitely
on the
defending,
ticket.
countering.
Finally we meet.
Yeah,
couple
I'm
counters.
gonna finish get ready and I'll
Okay.
be back.
Cool,
But
cool,
I
cool.
just- They gonna give you a whole layout of everything.
Perfect.
Yep. All right.
First comment I
He
can
got
say
a
off
couple
the bat,
counters.
she has charisma.
Yeah.
Which I'm not surprised by.
She definitely got a little charisma.
What's your favorite food?
Actually, I love Mexican. Then also,
Hey, did you
pasta
call
Italian. So we're about to go and talk
It's
to
the
residents.
smile.
Door knock. What we do normally during campaign season, just to show you guys that I am truly loved by the residents of Thornton Township. Oh. Look who it is. The one and only Leah. Hey. How you
Door
doing, Mama?
knock.
So cute. Yeah.
That's old school. You know this
I
setup.
said, you flying over here, girl. How are you doing? How you doing? I am well. Tell everybody.
She
so
just
the
got
world
her
can
clothes on
understand
and got
what it
right
is your
outside the
super
house.
mayor do.
She do a whole lot. Okay, she look out for her people. Is she underrated? You know what I'm saying?
I moved from the Chicago area, and in order for us to have festivals or things that we did, it was never in our communities.
Man,
Since
they
I've
paid
been in
for it,
this
man. I
township,
don't want to hear that shit.
Festivals for every holiday. And I was able to go to the food pantry. And when I looked at my box,
Look, and she's
I had
thinking of
shrimp,
shit on
I
the
had
spot.
chicken, I had turkey. You know, it was good food. I've never seen anybody work so hard, and even after being humiliated, I'm going to the end with her. I'm going to the end.
Why do you think she's so targeted right now?
Look at what y'all doing. Y'all are terrorizing the community. Y'all think y'all terrorizing her, but y'all really terrorizing
She
the community.
knows
with
she
all the
lying.
things that y'all
This the
doing, all
crazy part.
negative things that y'all throwing out there. Y'all hurting us. So what do I think about the news that's out there? I think a lot of it is false news. I think a lot of it is slander. They hating on her, period. And it's true.
She's been targeted because she's black and she's young and she's female. That's 3 strikes against her.
Some of the people we interviewed last time we were here that were speaking against her were also black and female.
They got on the bandwagon.
If a leader is going on first-class
You ain't
flights,
even
going to
from the township.
steakhouses, how do you feel about that as a taxpayer?
Why is she supposed to fly coach? Why is she supposed to ride a bus or whatever? Why is she not supposed to have more than one security guard?
I think every mayor
That's a
eats
small
steaks.
township.
I think every mayor travels.
I think she's doing exactly what she's entitled to do. She's a supervisor. I think she goes over budget for the community.
I was starting to wonder if I was being
On a
North
budget.
Korea'd by Tiffany. You know, where everything is staged and carefully arranged to give you a reality that they want you to see. What I thought door knocking was canvassing every house on the street to ask their opinion, not just a pre-selected resident that appears to have gotten free stuff from Tiffany. This whole
Man,
experience had me
thank you.
questioning what was real. Was it possible that she was actually really good for the people of Dalton and that she was the victim of a fake news campaign? That's what I had to find out. Go if you
I'm so glad Tommy G ain't green, yo. Like, he not green at all, yo. That G don't stand for green at all, man. Like, I'm so glad.
You get reelected, what's something you want to do in your
You
as
mean
mayor?
when I get reelected?
When
If
you
I'm
get
gonna come in by a landslide like Trump did,
You
just know
talking
that.
that shit.
So when I get reelected, I'll be able to really show the residents, those that's been blind, to what it is that I truly vision for the Southland, which is growth, opportunity, businesses.
Tiffany, we are at the infamous ice rink
He
right now.
pulled up to the
ice rink
rink.
that was claimed to be your personal party spot. Is it open to the public? What's going on here?
Yeah, come on. People can
Where's the
tell
ice?
whatever lies all they want,
Where
but
the
this
ice?
is the ice in the garage. We didn't put the ice down this season because they wouldn't allow Public Works to basically help us with the ice.
So people in the public have been using this ice rink?
Yeah,
Ice rink.
yeah.
Hey y'all! It's your mayor, Tiffany A. Henyard, the people's mayor. We here in the village of Dalton and we about to get our skate on. Remember, when all 5 of them trustees said no, look what God did.
Tiffany
Man.
claimed the ice rink was open to the public, but there's no proof of that at all, and her opponents will point out that the only time they saw the rink in use was when Tiffany was throwing private parties there.
The first year we opened it, we put the ice was down. So it was dope.
But it's used in the summer too to skate?
Yeah, it's open all year round.
I'm getting ready to get out of this seat
Man,
because that's a
she lying her
bald-faced lie.
ass off.
It was only open when she was having an event there and she invited the residents to come there to her event.
Anything for Tiffany here, let me just make this crystal clear to everybody. I pay for my own everything. My clothes, my hair, my makeup, my whatever. It comes from Tiffany Here's money, meaning me. I pay them directly.
And she said
She
that
has
the
charisma,
purchases
man.
from the beauty supply shop for wigs, they were not wigs for her, but for somebody else.
You're gonna make me laugh. That's untruth, and if that was
She
so,
ain't
she
wanna
would have
cuss.
stated who she purchased it for and gave the receipts.
So anything else that's happening, I couldn't tell you nothing about because I don't even rock like that. I just told you where I come from. So why do I have to pay any other type of way?
I like the fact that Tommy G put this little subtle, calming music behind her explanation, and she just giving it to him raw. Like, yeah, nah, I pay for my shit, all of that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, so why do I got to pay? I mean, don't come out of the town pocket. It come out of Tiffany Henyard pocket. Man, she going off.
And none of the vehicles you purchased.
Definitely got charisma,
No,
though.
hell no.
Did you think that was a bad negotiation to pay 50K
signature
over
on it.
asking for it?
I just think that people should tell the truth and stop lying on other people to get out of their situations. I'm not into that.
Another of the accusation was that you had the police shoot up a rival.
Shooters.
What? You got
This is
shooters.
comical. I told you it's too many rumors. Why would I do that?
These people have terrorized the residents,
I don't know.
went to people's homes, they even
Do y'all think she actually got somebody to shoot up somebody's house? Because that's exactly why I named it From Mayor to Mob Boss. Is because like in the last video, Tommy G made it seem like she was rolling around like, you know, showing enough a mob boss, you know, and couldn't nobody do nothing with her. Like literally, she dressed up as Nino Brown, and at the town meeting, she played Rihanna, Bitch Better Have My Money. Like, if y'all don't think so, go look at the last video from Mayor to Mob Boss, man. I am not lying to you.
came to my house.
There is no media allowed in the school.
We're going to set it up so you can see her voting from, not behind, from the front.
Okay. Everything is set up. Come on, man. I wonder what happened to the police chief.
How y'all doing today?
Good. What's going through your mind right now, Tiffany?
I'm excited. I can't wait till this evening's results come through. I am excited for the residents of Dalton.
Is there anything in hindsight that you would have done differently over these last 4 years?
Yeah, I would have told on the trustees sooner. I think that I was blindsided from the go. I came in 2021. And when I came in 2021, I was faced with a recall. So you never gave me the opportunity to continue to govern, and I want the opportunity to govern my town. I think the time is now.
If you don't win, what are you going to do?
I might run for something bigger.
Okay.
Yep, thank you so much.
All right, so we're just a chaotic scene here at the voting booth. Clamoring to media, sheriffs, citizens trying to vote, a push, a melee at the front, but the super mayor came in, placed her vote, and she's confident she's going to be having a victory.
I'm excited. I'm excited. A lot of people are coming out. People see that we need change in Dalton, regardless of the videos and the receipts that's not receipts. People see that there's a cloud over Dalton, and the sun is out today because it's going to be a good day.
Do you think it's going to be close?
Oh, that's good.
Not even close. Not nowhere near.
You like
because
you
these
paid
people
for it.
here hate her.
Do the trustees get the paperwork from the CPA?
They do. They own bank accounts too that they're not supposed to be on.
Can you prove it?
Oh, it's already proved. It's on the internet. You saw it? You ain't see it?
No, I didn't see
You
it.
ain't see the checks get wrote?
What checks?
Oh, you ain't see the checks? Oh, you ain't been watching.
Which checks?
It's checks for stuff that they wrote.
Like what?
Come on, bro. Like, you lying like a motherfucker. Look at his face, yo. Look at his face, bruh. That's the face of a nigga who lying right to you and ain't got nothing else to think of, yo. I swear to God.
Attorneys for other things, stuff for other people.
If the trustees are stealing, why,
I didn't say they were stealing.
I think you just did.
No, I did.
You just said they're stealing, they're getting checks.
I said they on bank accounts.
So wouldn't that be stealing?
What you mean? Hold on one second.
Provide to him.
Big.
See? Now he caught, right? Here's the thing. It's funny now, because he caught. Now he caught up in the thing of he's about to literally snitch on camera. And so now his real nigga got to kick in. And now I don't even believe any, like, look at the phone. He don't even got, if you, I wish, let me move, like, if I wasn't behind this, like, if you see the phone, it's nothing on the screen of the phone. It's just nothing. And so he's talking like as if somebody's on the phone. Like, no, nigga, you caught. And you was about to snitch. And yeah, that's just what it is. Look, he drove up. He drove right off at it.
Is Tiffany having an election party?
Yeah, we are having a victory moment. That's what we're going to call it. It's going to be victory.
I pray that she be gone today because we need somebody who's going to do right by the communities and the township, who's going to be honest, who's going to do the bookkeeping correctly, and who's going to tell the residents what it really is out here.
We like to give a lot of attention to the national elections, but I think local elections matter just as much, if not more, because that's who makes the decisions on expenditures in your town. It is fascinating to see a local election in a town you probably never heard of get so big.
That's crazy. Shout out to Tommy G. Shout out to Tommy G.
Food pantry. We got GA.
Not Dr. Scott's food pantry.
Who? No, I don't know who Dr. Scott is. Who's Dr. Scott?
She was a lady that was having a lot of trouble getting funding for her building.
Right.
The lady that had all the drywall exposed in the video and the building wasn't finished. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, so you do know Dr. Scott.
Oh, you're right.
So
Lying,
the last
yo.
time we were here, Tiffany was kind of shutting her down, but now it's absolutely cracking.
How did I see you guys walking up? Hey, how are you?
That's what
This
I'm talking
is Dr.
about.
Scott. She runs a nonprofit food pantry called Free Indeed, a cool community concept in which residents get to pick out their food grocery store style. Last time we had met with her, she was in financial dire straits due to Team Tiffany preventing her from running her business by weaponizing the city licensing process.
She was.
Here's what was new with her.
Good to see you, Dr. Scott.
Good to see you too. Look at you.
I know, I had to wear my best to Dalton today.
A lot is going through my mind today. I am thinking about everything that has happened, and we have gotten to this point where we're praying that it'll be a change of power for the village of Dalton so that we can move forward. It's a grocery store, but everything is completely free. The community needs this. As you can see, the line is always around the corner, and it's fresh produce. I mean, meats and everything.
She tried to shut all us down.
Relaunch our Mom 911 program, because before we didn't have the repairs done, but now we're able to give out Pampers and wipes and different things, and it's all free. It's all free. If you remember the last time that you guys were here, we had just flooded. We needed repairs to be done, and this room was not even done. But here, this is our health and nutrition space, and so we use this space to have health workshops about high blood pressure.
This is so good for the community. Why would someone block it?
I have no idea.
Do you believe
What a difference.
she blocked Dr. Scott from functioning within her nonprofit?
Without a shadow of a doubt.
What a difference 1 year can make, man, because last year she was definitely down and they was trying to put her out. And now she is thriving and the community is thriving off of that. So, man, I don't know what changed in the last year outside of the police chief leaving and that, but I would like to see a documentary on it. And shout out to Tommy G for even spinning the block to pull up to the election.
And we went and talked with Dr. Scott, and I just felt so bad for her because she had purchased this building, and I think she spent like $600,000 or $700,000, and her program was fantastic. And this lady was blocking her with permits. She was blocking her with inspections. And not only that, the inspectors, the code enforcers were not certified to do any type of inspections at all.
This area here, when we purchased the property, the idea was to open up, a thrift store, to give people access to quality items. We have not been able to do that.
How long has this been sitting vacant for?
July.
And you still have to pay property taxes.
Yes.
You still have to pay rent. You still have to pay overhead, insurance, all of that.
I still have mortgage. I still have insurance. I do partner with other organizations that give me volunteers, but I do have a small team that we have to pay payroll because we still function. We still try to serve the community by having the grocery store available.
Last time I felt like you had a little bit of a weary spirit, but right now you're full of energy and vibrancy.
Yeah.
What's the change?
Well, the change is that we're able to help the community more. Thanks to you guys.
She's glowing.
That video went viral and people did donate and we were able to maintain. And so I'm excited.
Well, folks, I think this deserves a good sequel. So we're going to have a part 2 to this fundraiser. I'm going to put $1,000 down. And you, the people back home, and we raised $40,000, over $40,000 last time as a community crowdfunding for something good. And you see the mission, how it's expanded. And I think if we can add to that, it's beautiful. So that GoFundMe link will be in the pinned comments. Donate whatever speaks to you, from $5 to $1 million if you got it.
Sure. Good people deserve that, man.
I had been calling Tiffany all election day to meet with her, and she proved to be a slippery character. Luckily, locals told me where she was, and I rolled up on her because I was dying to confront her about a couple of lies she had told me to my face. Here's what happened.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman. I'm the one that up scolded.
What's up? It's going great. It's doing good, actually.
Yeah? What's standing out to you about today so far?
Who is you,
What's
my boy?
standing out is that the people loving on me, supporting me, coming out, and basically praying for me. So I love that part.
There's something I gotta ask you about. Last time I talked to you, I asked you about the Tahoes. What did you tell me?
From Vegas to Chicago, I rode around in Tahoe.
Tiffany showed me a sneak peek of a song she was dropping, and in that song I heard the lines, "From Vegas to Chicago, riding around in Tahoes," after she had just told me she had nothing to do with the Tahoes. So I had to see what the hell was going on.
So just to tell the people what's going on, you're about to debut. Is this a sneak peek at a song?
Oh yeah, definitely. People to feed my people. From Vegas to Chicago, rode around in Tahoe. 17 cities.
You just read about it. Where the Tahoes?
Where the Tahoes? Tommy G don't give
You have
a
a
fuck
song
about
any
that.
of the steakhouses or flights? But you said Keith Freeman bought him, right?
We went over that, but today is about my election. Today I want to talk
Tiffany.
about my election.
But what the hell is
Sometimes you
this?
gotta
About my
pop out.
election.
What is this?
What's that?
What is that?
That's your
Look at her
signature.
face.
That someone used, and I told you that.
So someone
what I gotta
forged
lie
your
for?
signature.
They did. The board knows about that, so why don't you ask them about it?
If you look at me in my face and tell me something, and then someone's like, "Hey, she lied to you," look
I
at the
didn't lie to
thing.
you. I didn't lie. I did. I did not sign
So
that.
Keith Freeman forged your signature.
Yes.
To see if it's possible if Keith Freeman forged Tiffany's
Hey.
signature, let's compare this signature with other Tiffany signatures that we have. And
I
we
told
have
you
many
he
of
was
them.
gonna
Here,
snitch.
here, and here. So it's either Tiffany is adding yet another lie to the pile, or Keith Freeman is the best forger that
Hey, I don't mean to stop it in the middle of it, but I knew he was going to snitch from the beginning. And they ain't even say if he snitched yet. But for me, I already know. Let's get back to
Dalton's
it.
ever seen.
If this isn't
The
substance,
trustees-
it's
hold
on paper.
Hold on. Let's talk about the trustees stealing $100,000.
Let's talk about it.
And they gave to their lawyer
Is this
just
a
what
snitch
February
fest?
11th or the 13th.
Okay.
How'd they steal it?
They wired the money to him. They're not on bank accounts. How are they doing it? Let's talk about Jason House giving the lawyer $108,000 that he signed on a check and he's not on the bank account. That's the
that's
real
a
stuff.
snitch
I put up
fest.
receipts. Y'all don't talk about that. Y'all
Where
talk
are
about
your
fluff.
receipts?
Online.
Where?
Online.
That's
Well,
what
we
they
looked
keep
for that,
saying.
and we found her YouTube channel, Tiff Speaks the Truth. She says she's being open and transparent, but something odd is happening. 1, there are no real receipts. 2, the comments are turned off, which is odd for someone trying to be transparent. But 3, we did notice a sick preview to her music video, To Feed the People. Check this out.
Stopping the boy. I'm feeding the people.
Pretty cool, right? But no receipts. So the search for Tiffany's truth continues.
The wigs, the hairdresser. That was your hairdresser that bought the wigs, not Keith Freeman.
See the stuff you're talking about. What else
But
you got?
I went and looked
What
back
else
to
you
the
got?
receipts.
What else? What else?
Folks, Tiffany's
on her
own
ass.
personal stylist bought these wigs for her after she got elected. This is footage of them together. And here are pictures from the mannequins of the store in which the wigs were bought and Tiffany wearing them on her head. How much more blatant of a lie can you make? And my question is this, Tiffany, if you're assigned this money and there's nothing wrong about this, why hide it? Why not just own it and say, yeah, those are my wigs? But it's just another example of the pathological manner in which Tiffany lies and operates.
But you moved past. It's literally on
let's
paper.
talk about some of the stuff that I put out that y'all not talking about.
Okay.
Such as the money that I just spoke of. You gonna mention that? What about
Sure.
the money that we do have? We got $2.4 million in an MFT fund. Why? But we broke, right? So how money coming up missing to pay your lawyer, but you're not taking care of the residents. You're not doing the sidewalks, the streets, the alleys. Well, we got $2.4 million to do them at. This is what we're supposed to do, but we're not doing it. And when I say we, not me, the board of trustees, because they what? Control the purse.
Like everyone's just targeting you. You're the best mayor that's ever happened. But people are just targeting you for no reason or not.
Yes. Yes, it's a civil corruption charge.
She said just a couple minutes ago
Ready?
that Keith Freeman
Cut
forged
that
her
shit
signature.
short.
Tiffany is a compulsive liar.
Ready?
Her next thing, she said that the purchases from the beauty supply shop for wigs, they were not wigs for her, but for somebody else.
If that was so, she would have stated who she purchased it for and gave the receipts. But I do know that her hairstylist was on Dalton payroll.
Her signature. Is that the Tahoe lease?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I'm just amazed that a human being can lie like that.
I'm sorry, but she really said that's not her signature.
It is f***ing right here. The culture of her campaign seems untrustworthy in the way they conduct themselves. If you are speaking the truth, you say it with your chest. You say it with your arms open. You're ready to be vindicated. You're ready to share your story. Her campaign workers looked like they were paid cigarettes to show up. Like, what is...
Right. I low-key didn't want to say that, but yeah, nah, they definitely do look like they got paid cigarettes to show up. Like, hold up.
You say it with your arms open. You're ready to be vindicated. You're ready to share your story. Her campaign workers looked like they were.
Look at them. These are her campaign workers. Like, these are the campaign workers. So, hey, man, say, man.
Paid cigarettes to show up. Like, what is...
I know goons when I see them. I grew up in the hood, nigga. I know exactly what.
So this is the campaign office for Jason House.
Look like.
Hey, how are you guys?
Looking good.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So I just had a little face-off with Tiffany.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I asked her about the Tahoes again. She lied about the Tahoes again, and I took out the receipt with her signature. And she said she said Keith Freeman forged the signature. So it's, to me, I'm not used to dealing with people that can look you straight in the eyes and lie like that. Right. So it's unsettling to me to deal with a person like that.
We knew we needed to do something when she won the election.
The Henyard camp has not invited us all day to anything. We just have popped up and seen her. But I'm interested to see. We have 30 minutes before the polling closes, and her future is decided. And we're pulling up just by the ice rink to see if we can get eyes on her campaign. It's about 2 minutes from her rivals, so we're making a little spy mission to see what happens.
Both candidates said that they were going to win the election by a landslide, and both of them were hosting election parties. So I put a cameraman in each camp, and this was the difference between Camp House and Camp Henyard.
Tommy G wasn't fucking around this time. He really spent the block. First off, you know you had a black establishment when you see the pans out before you pans out. With the heat under him. And the DJ over there on the side. It wouldn't be no other way.
What's on my mind right now is the future of Dalton. People have been wanting this from maybe if I could 3.5 years.
So everybody to come together and do this because it seemed like it was impossible.
After it was clear she was gonna get crushed, I learned that Tiffany was gonna no-show her election party, so I decided to tell the people gathered there the news.
We got word that Tiffany isn't really showing up today, folks. So I think this might be it. It's been a good run for Dalton, but I think it's come to an end. It's been a landslide victory in the House faction.
She
it's a packed
lost.
parking lot, and it's kind of the opposite of this vibe. So peace. Have a good day. I guess this thing is falling flat, and to me what it goes to show is that the truth matters. Representing your people well matters. And when you don't do it, the people have something to say about it. And so we were living in two different worlds. And we found out today which one the people want.
Yo, you know what's funny? They started playing, excuse me, is you saying something? You can't tell me nothing. They ain't want to hear none of that shit, man. They ain't want to hear none of that shit. But she no-showed, man. That's petty. Stand up. Stand on business.
All right, we just left Tiffany's no-show.
I wasn't over there, Tommy G.
No-show, and 4 people were there.
Obviously, it's gonna be that.
Were you surprised at all by the results?
No.
We celebrate not just the victory at the polls.
Hey, man, shout out to Tommy G, man, for
integrity and for the will
bringing
of
out the people.
Jason House and the Clean House slate has ushered a new era, one built on transparency, accountability, and deep love for their community. This win belongs to every resident who refused to be silent, every voter who chose progress over corruption. We will heal. We will rise. And we will win. Because we've been through it all. Today, we take our time back.
Oh, and they stepping with that. Yeah. They stepping. Okay. All right. That's cool. They won. Shout out to Buddy. Yeah, man. He might need to spin the block again to make sure Buddy ain't corrupt either. But for right now, they got their win. And you know what? Let's see what else they got. Let's see what else they got.
It's amazing. Everybody give yourselves a round of applause. The community spoke loud and
Leaf.
That's a wrap on the night. It was a win by a landslide, and I think what we can pull out of it is this. One, if you do the wrong thing, people are going to speak out. We have the power with our votes to send a message. We are looking for transparency in our leaders. If you are a public servant, you should not be balling. You should not be making yourself rich off the taxpayer dollar. You should be working for the people to make your city a better place. And that's what the people voted for today. That's the hope for Dalton. So I'm wishing them the best in the next 4 years. And I think we have a lot to learn from the story of Tiffany Henyard.
And if that's the case and that's the business you standing on, Tommy G, then you got a lot of bigger fish to fry out here. It's going to be fish for everybody after you start frying shit. So I would love to see you move up the chain and start getting on some of these other politicians' ass. Man, look, this was a great so this felt like a movie. This felt like the end of a movie and they just got out of a fucking war. Like a fucking 3-year war. So, shout out to Tommy G for spinning the block, like I said, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll get up with y'all in another one. I'm out.